Good morning, welcome to Farmer's Wife Homestead. I'm Stacey. If this is the first time we're meeting, welcome back to the farmhouse kitchen. Today is another episode of quick dinners, and I aim to have them about 15 minutes, between 20 and 20 less minutes sort of thing. And I had this idea for this recipe as I was walking around the supermarket yesterday. First of all, I would like to say a big thank you to Wendy, who sent me this gorgeous handmade card. I'm just going to blank out her last name, but that's the back. How gorgeous is that? And she sent it to me mid-October, and I've only just received it yesterday, but she sent me lovely best wishes for the bad tan flares I was having at the time, and thank you so much, Wendy, for sending that to me. I have a PO box and it's listed in every video in case you are interested in sending me letters or cards, and I really appreciate the personal hand touches, so thank you, Wendy. I really appreciated it. So today's recipe is going to be, as I said, I had inspiration as I was walking around the supermarket, and this is just one of those dinners that if you need something in a quick hurry punch, is just throwing together simple ingredients. So I grabbed these stunning, they are breadsticks Italian 2-pack. I just went to Woolies. So they're rather large. So you definitely, halve them and have them. Or if you've got a farmer husband like me, he would definitely have one. And then I'm going to use some of the slow cooker caramelized onions. I will link that video. And I grabbed a couple of bags out of the freezer. I've also got some grated cheese and a rotisserie chicken. So this rotisserie chicken is an extra large one, and it's better to pull them apart when they're warm, but by the time I got home last night it was too late and I couldn't film, so I just left it to be. And I've got some homemade chicken gravy. So can you envisage a crispy roll with some grated cheese, some caramelized onion, with some beautiful chicken, what's the word I'm looking for? I know you're saying it to the TV screen. Torn up chicken breast or chicken, and tossed in a gravy, and then put that into the bun and toast it in the air fryer, and then with that leftover gravy, make it a little bit thinner and use it as a dipping sauce. Shut the front gate. Now to me, that sounds like the ultimate comfort food, the ultimate quick meal, and the ultimate whatever. Insert ideas. We're going to make it. Right, let's get straight into it. I'm going to start pulling this chicken apart. So it's a relatively good meal also price wise. So this chicken was about $17, I think. Obviously it's cheaper to buy your own chicken and cook it up yourself, but if you're looking for a quick meal, I reckon a side of homemade coleslaw or a side salad would be really nice to make it more of a balanced meal. But you've got a little bit of everything. You've got some carbohydrate, you've got some protein in the chicken. Gravy, what does that bring? I don't know. It just brings goodness. And you've got some onions, so that's your veg, and some cheese for a bit of dairy. That's it. So, like I said, some nice coleslaw would be really nice, and that's probably how I'll serve it tonight. It's about 10:30, 11 o'clock at the moment, and I'm going to serve this for dinner tonight, but I needed to make the video now, so this is one of these is going to be my lunch. But I'm just going to prep everything now. And the thing is if you've got I mean, you could use shop brought caramelized onion for sure, or you could use tomato relish, whatever you want. This is just an idea video. We're going to do a few other videos that involve rotisserie chicken as well. Initially I thought I might do one with like 3 different meals all in one video, but then I just decided to do them separate. So I'll come back to you once I've got this ready and we're on to the next step. And this is the reason why I had to go into town yesterday. Look at all these yummy goodies that are all going to be part of the Christmas ebook. Yum, sweets and desserts. I think I've called it the sweet season. Right, I've got a pot on the go. I want a cup of cold water. And 2 tablespoons of my chicken gravy mix. And we're just going to whisk this together. And I'll have a look if it's my desired thickness. If not, I'll add a little bit more gravy mix. Right, I've decided that I also want to add like just half a teaspoon of beef stock powder, because I want this gravy just with a slightly darker colour. And you can also put I know that's probably driving people crazy, so I'll swap to a wooden spoon. You can also use Marmite or Vegemite as well to do the same thing. Right, so that's nice and thick. I've just added a little bit more of the gravy mix, but the recipe will be linked below. Just going to turn that down, and I'm just going to add enough chicken just to warm it up. Obviously, if you were eating it the same day, then you wouldn't have to, you know, thoroughly warm it up, but you do want hot chicken. So I'm just going to, as I said, have this on low and warm that chicken up thoroughly. In the meantime, let's get on to the bread. If you could smell my kitchen right now, there's something about chicken and gravy, I tell you. Now I'm going to combine it with some bread, melted cheese and caramelized onion. I just know this is going to be right. So I'm now going to get the bread roll ready and chuck that in the air fryer to warm up and crisp. You could decide on how crispy you want it. I can't have it too crispy because of my, you know, my TN issues. But yeah, you do you as far as how crispy you want your bread. And obviously, if you want to make your own bread, absolutely. But this is specifically to make something nice and quick for dinner. Okay, now you could put butter on there if you wanted to. I don't think you need to because it's going to have cheese. So I want to put some cheese down. Again, whatever flavour you want. This is just a what we call mild cheese. And I'm just going to get a teaspoon and put some of that on there. I use this caramelized onion for so many different things. It's great in pasta dishes, on burgers, and it's good to just go and do a big crock pot of it all at once. Right, that's all I want. Might put a bit of cracked pepper. I'm not going to do salt because gravy can be salty anyway. Now I'm just going to throw that in the air fryer until the cheese is melted. Right. What should I put it on? Let's see what bread is. 150, no. I think I'll do 175. Great thing about this air fryer is it's got a little window. It's a new air fryer. I got it for 50% off, I think it was, at good old Briscoe's. How quick is this meal? Okay, this is the perfect crispiness for me. Yum. Now we're just going to get the chicken and pop the chicken into the middle. Now with the rest of the gravy, I'm just going to water it down slightly and make it a bit thinner. Oh, look at that. Needs a bit of green. I just want it thin enough to be more dipping sauce consistency. You could have this as thick or thin as you want it. And you could always not have it either, because it is quite saucy anyway. So let's see if I think I prefer it with or without the gravy in the actual bun. Needs green. Right. You just know this is going to be messy. I'm going to turn around. Yep, it's everything I thought it would be. I actually do wonder if the plain chicken would be nicer and then you can dip it in the gravy. I think that would be better. Oh my gosh. Oh yes. Okay. It's a winner. Just heat up your chicken, or put the chicken on when you are melting the cheese and the onion. Reheat it that way. Don't put it in the gravy. I think texturally, I don't think that's a word, texture wise, that would be nicer instead of, but I love dipping the bread into the gravy because then it soaks into that bread and it's like stuffing and gravy. That's the best. Yes, it's like having roast chicken. That's exactly what it tastes like you're having a roast. So I will write it all up as I feel that it needs to be written up. But by all means, if you want extra gravy, chuck your chicken in the gravy, lather it up. But I'm going to try later on tonight when I film, when I make it for everybody else tonight, I'm going to try without the gravy and see which I like better. And I will come back at the end of this video and let you know which one I preferred. All right, thank you for joining me today. And I hope that you have enjoyed this another quick dinner idea. As I said, it would be perfect with a little bit of green on top, just some parsley. Can't be bothered going out to the garden to get some fresh parsley, or chives would be good. And I hope you enjoyed this quick meal. All right, thanks for joining me, and stay tuned for my update on the other way to eat it. Bye for now. Hello, it's the next day, and I was right. I preferred it without the gravy over the chicken. It made the chicken stand out a lot better, and then dipped it in the gravy. It was really, really nice. Super quick and easy. Husband enjoyed it, and I think he thought it was a little bit weird dipping the gravy when I was telling him what to do, but I saw him, he was lapping it up. So just a really quick dinner to put on the table that's that I think is not that relatively unhealthy really in the grand scheme of things. And yeah, I hope you give it a go and come back and let me know in the comments if you do, or if you enjoyed this recipe, and I will see you on the next one. Alright, bye for now.